Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying Boozy Jerky. This is the original booze-infused beef jerky. I have peppered stout, bourbon whiskey, Rosemary Garlicky Pilsner,
Montreal maple spice, and spicy citrus IPA, and mango habanero ale.
These were they were expensive.
Yeah.
They were expensive. I just gotta laugh a little bit because they were so expensive. I didn't ask how much they were gonna be. We bought them at a place called Newbie Country Store, and I had no idea how much they were gonna be, and so I didn't know until we got home. It is a 1.5 ounce package, 43 grams. These were $8 each. So I mean,
Crazy.
That's crazy when you look at the size of the package and you're like, oh my gosh, these are so small. But I will say this, when you buy beef jerky just at Walmart, look at the prices if you haven't bought it.
It's expensive.
It's expensive. It's all expensive. It's probably not this expensive, but it's pretty expensive. So this says made with real beer, natural smoke flavor added. BoozyJerky.com. Prepare to pair. Pull up a stool for your soon-to-be favorite drinking buddy. The most attractive piece of meat at your local tavern is also quite diverse. This tender beauty pairs best with the richness of stouts, dark lagers, and porters, or with the lightness of a pilsner and sweetness of a red-headed ale. Peppered, yeah, so they're showing you on the back, they have like a picture of exactly, right over here, exactly what that goes well with. So that you know. So Kevin and I are just trying it like it is. So just know, I probably won't go through all those on every one, but each one of these has, yeah, well this one only has one thing on it, but yeah. One package, one serving, one package, it's only 70 calories.
Jerky's pretty decent.
So I guess that's why you used to like to snack on jerky.
You eat the whole package for 120 calories or something.
But they, Kevin had a favorite flavor, and they quit making his favorite. I'm taking it all out just so you can see what $8 bought you.
Yep, that's it.
Don't eat that. But Kevin quit buying the jerky because they quit making his favorite flavor. That's really the #1 reason. But it was probably expensive too.
It is expensive. Not that I care.
No.
I mean, a snack, but.
Right. But that just know that. Okay, so let me see.
You know, it's super, super tender.
Peppered stout.
You get the pepper flavor. There's like a little piece of pepper all on the plate.
You know, to have everything that I'm reading here, it could have, the potential was there for it to be overpowering. So some of the ingredients are, of course you have beef, but you have soy sauce. Soy sauce is a strong flavor. But then you also have beer, liquid hickory smoke, Worcestershire sauce, molasses, white vinegar, allspice, ground pepper, chili pepper. All of those things are like really aggressive flavors. So if you were to read the back of this, that might kind of scare you a little bit. You might think, oh, I don't want that. But honestly, you taste meat, you taste in the pepper, and there's a very, very, very slight hint of an underlying spice.
Yeah, I agree. It's like a little bit of a peppery kind of flavor.
Yeah, it's not hot.
No.
But
you can tell it's got pepper in it.
Yeah.
I don't really get anything that tastes like beer. Like it's very distinct. Ooh,
I don't either.
Beer.
Or Worcestershire sauce or soy sauce.
It might be adding to the flavor, but it doesn't stand out. It's just a really nice flavor. It's super tender. I mean, there's no toughness at all.
Not at all.
Super tender.
But yeah, it's very, very, very soft.
Yeah.
So
if you like a
tougher,
tougher jerky, this is not it.
This is the bourbon whiskey.
Looks sweet.
And this says limited edition pairing. Wonder if any of the other ones said that. Look, limited edition pairing. So I guess they paired with this Breckenridge Distillery, Breckenridge Bourbon Whiskey. I wonder where that's made. Because you know Kentucky is the home of bourbon, and we have all kinds of brands around here. And
it's spicy.
It says this tender and flavorful jerky is as smooth as the award-winning bourbon whiskey from Breckenridge. Well, we have Breckenridge, Kentucky, don't we? Isn't there a Breckenridge, Kentucky? Breckenridge distillery that's made it's made with. Let your taste buds savor the one-of-a-kind flavor that cannot be replicated alongside an old-fashioned Manhattan or bourbon on the rocks. Yeah, I think we have a Breckenridge, Kentucky. This is 60 calories for the whole package.
That almost has a fruity kind of flavor. It's sweeter. It's sweet. It's got some heat too. It's got some peppers in it. Does it taste fruity to you? Kind of like a, I don't know much.
The texture of the piece I got is completely different from the first one.
It's not quite as soft, is it?
It's tougher.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Still not tough though, like some jerkies, but it's definitely tougher than the
tougher.
first one. Yeah.
Oh, I'm okay. It took a minute.
The heat.
Yes, it took a minute for that spice to kick in.
Yeah, it's got some
this one has brown sugar, bourbon extract.
You can tell it's sweeter.
Apple cider vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, molasses, onions, anchovies, garlic cloves, lemon juice, hickory smoke, cayenne, granulated garlic, and ground pepper.
I wonder if it's the lemon I'm getting.
Or the cayenne.
I wonder if that lemon is what I'm getting as like slightly fruity.
Maybe. It is, this one does have, it's really weird because it's the underside of my tongue that's tingling, but there is more heat to this one.
Yeah, it's definitely some spice.
It's not like too hot to handle or anything like that, but if you can't handle any heat at all,
right,
this one is tingly.
I still didn't get the boozy flavor.
I didn't either. The bourbon, I didn't either, because I love bourbon.
I hate to say,
real bourbon
I'm not going to
whiskey.
judge them all because I might change their mind, but so far, it's kind of a gimmicky thing. I don't really taste it.
Because you don't taste it.
I don't taste it.
Okay.
I mean, because bourbon and whiskey is pretty strong flavor. You would think that would be pretty prevalent, but it's not.
Okay, this.
Especially for $8, you know, you don't want to try anything.
You want it to be what it says it is for
Right.
$8.
Okay, this is really tough.
This is Rosemary Garlicky Pilsner. And it pairs with 4 different things. Pilsner, Pale Ale, Light Lager, Hard Seltzer. One package is 80 calories. So I think this is the highest calorie
It's
one
a
so
tougher
far.
chew, so
Okay, so don't get a...
get a huge piece. Do you want to put some of this back?
Mm-hmm.
I think there was more there than just about any other package. I don't know why that would be here. I like the flavor of that, but it is a tougher texture.
I like the flavor of that too. And
Still don't know if that makes a difference to being a beer.
I'm surprised Kevin likes that.
Because
it is rosemary.
It does taste like rosemary.
And that's what I'm tasting.
Yeah.
I'm tasting the beef and the rosemary.
But it's got some other spices in there too that go really well with that, so I don't mind it.
Yes, but it has just about the same things that all the other ones have.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, jerky's all pretty much the
Coarse
same.
pepper, granulated garlic, lemon juice, rosemary, ground pepper. I'm not reading those in order. The smoke flavor, Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
This one, I like it a lot. This one would be up there with the so far, but this is only the 3rd one. We have 3 more to go. I do like that, but it's rosemary. I wouldn't say garlic. I'd say rosemary and beef.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny they said rosemary garlicky, so.
Okay, this, we can put whatever back you want. I want you to be able to pick out what piece you want. Ooh, there's some stuff there. Montreal style maple spice.
Some thick pieces.
So it says this Canadian inspired and lager infused recipe combines Montreal style spices along with a maple syrup. Okay, so this is 80 calories for the package.
It's tender. That one also has a little spiced up. We've had some Montreal seasoning for a steak, remember?
Mm-hmm. It was good.
And it was really, really good. It's very peppery and garlicky. I like that. That one comes across as a little sweet as well.
Well, it's maple.
Oh, maple, yeah. Well, sometimes they don't even say they're sweet, and they're sweet. I tell you what, that one's got some heat too in the back of your throat.
Yes, it does.
The back of your throat really gets. Well, you look at these pepper seeds. Look.
Yeah.
These red pepper seeds.
Red pepper. Yeah. And you do get the red pepper. I hate to say it. It says beef and then maple syrup.
I didn't get a maple flavor. I just got sweet.
Yes, you just get sweet. So it's sweet, but then those red peppers really stand out too, and like my whole mouth is tingling.
Yeah, it would definitely give you a burn.
Yes, so there is a burn there. I still do not taste the beer at all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, made with real beer. I don't get it, but
I like the flavor, but I don't get the beer for it.
I do really like the flavor of the Montreal because I like the sweet and the heat.
Yeah, it could be a little less hot for me.
I like that combination, but you know what? I think I like that more than the one before it because I like that heat.
A little bit of heat.
Okay, so this is the Spicy Citrus IPA. And let's see, I'm trying to just see, you can't really get just a few pieces out. Oh, see, it all came out. It literally all fell out. It literally all fell out. Okay, Spicy Citrus IPA. It's crafty, but just spicy enough to keep the hipsters away. Do hipsters not like spicy food? 110 calories for the package. So this is the highest calorie one. I wonder why.
Sweet. What is it called?
Oh, that's so soft.
It's very soft. I got a big piece. I might regret that. It's spicy.
Orange extract.
I taste it.
Orange
citrus.
oil.
Here, let me put it up. It does have a citrusy kind of flavor.
It takes a second.
But it is spicy. I mean, that's good. When they say spicy, they mean like hot.
Ooh. This one, you know what?
That's sticky.
This one hits different than the other one though because it's slower and it's stronger.
It's much more intense.
It's a more intense heat, but it's like all over. Yes, it's on my tongue. It's on the back of my throat. Where the Montreal maple never got to really the back of my throat. It never got that far. This is wherever it touched when it went down.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
That's where it's hot. Yes, this would be your flaming hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
To me, that's a flaming hot. Yeah. So.
Breathe fire.
So you do get the orange, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's not like a candy orange or anything like that. It's literally like an orange oil or something.
It's more sweet than anything. It's sweet, and then you get that heat just settle in, and it just sits there.
This is going to be hot. Mango Habanero Ale. This says, it's our time to dust off your Tommy Bahama wardrobe, my friend. It's time to do, okay. Our Mango Habanero Ale jerky is ready to ride shotgun with your seasoned ale. Infused with a light-bodied blonde ale and the sweet heat from a habanero pepper. It makes this gloriously tender jerky the ideal partner for blonde ales, brown ales, a refreshing shandy, or one of your favorite pilsners. This is only 90 calories. Ooh, this is a different color. This is like red.
Oh, scary. So, yeah, it's almost orange.
But look at all that seasoning on it. That spice. Oh, here's one. Here's a smaller one if you want that.
I'll get this little piece.
Okay, so Mango Habanero Ale. I'll get this one.
This is a tougher.
That one was really soft. Now this one has some different, let me give you the ingredients. And I'm not giving all the ingredients. I'm just hitting the high notes.
It's funny, you really taste the mango in there.
This says, ginger, sea salt, granulated onion, habanero powder, cumin, coriander, and turmeric. None of the other ones I don't recall having any of those things.
You know, the cumin doesn't come through really strong, which is probably a good thing because I wouldn't want all that. I tell you what, that's a slow heat.
I'm very, very glad that I got a small piece.
Yeah, it's hot.
Because it has taken a while, and well, just a few seconds, I guess, really just sitting here, but for that to sink in. But boy, I got a little square, and I was chewing it right here, and right there is where that habanero hits you. It's very, very intense. I don't get a lot of the mango flavor myself. I did it first.
Yeah, that did it first. Then it goes away.
First, but then that goes away, and you just get that habanero.
And it's hot enough to make your eyes water.
It's pretty hot, yeah. But I think the spicy citrus is just as hot.
Just as hot, yeah. It's a little bit different heat, but it's just as intense.
Yes, it's a different kind of, yes, exactly what you said. Different kind of heat, but it's going to be just as hot. These were new to Newbie Country Store. But that doesn't mean they're new on the market. They might have been on the market for 10 years, and I've never seen them before in our area.
No,
they're made in Minnesota.
You would think they would sell this at the liquor barn or
yes, I would have thought, I would have thought we would have seen them there. They're Otsego. They come from Minnesota. So if anybody is in Otsego or Otsego, I'm sure I'm butchering that, but I've never heard of that in my life. Anyway, they're in Minnesota, so maybe this is a popular brand there. But here, she said they were new at the Newbie Country Store. So what I would recommend, if they are a new company, then I would recommend putting a meter on the front, a heat meter. I think that would be really, really helpful. Because I don't see that, they have so much great information on the back. I love all the information they give. I think it's awesome. But they have room right here in this little black area, or even down here somewhere. Just put a little heat meter so people know how hot it's going to get. Because these two, I think, would be the hottest for sure. And the
habanero is still there.
It is, but I got a smaller piece.
I got a bigger hunk.
And then
but it's still just like set in, and it's still pretty intense.
Yeah.
So
okay, could you say what your favorite is? I know mine.
I guess really any of these three would be good.
I'm gonna ask you for three. What's your top three?
The Montreal Maple, the Rosemary Garlicky, and the Bourbon Whiskey. I think those are my three favorites. The peppered stout was okay. It was just pepper. Yeah, I think these would be my three.
I was gonna say.
I wouldn't get the spicy ones because they're too hot.
It's funny because I was gonna say the exact same thing. I was gonna say the Montreal, the Garlicky Pilsner, and I was gonna say the peppered stout instead of the bourbon, but I do like the bourbon too. So any of the first four that we had were really good. It's just these two they're your flaming hot. They're really hot.
Just choose those.
And yeah, I'm gonna eat something that is pleasurable to me. But now some of you all, the more heat you can get, the more pleasure you get out of that. So these would be the two.
Be good ones.
Spicy citrus IPA and mango habanero ale. Those are going to be the ones that you would go for.
Like I've had hot wings.
I do think these are excellent quality.
I
did not taste the beer at all.
No. That's the only bad thing is the seasonings are nice, the spices are, and the textures are good, but the beer part of it is really just, it seems gimmicky to me, the beer part.
But I do think they're really good quality,
and they might very well be soaked or infused
I'm sure
beer,
they are, they're not lying.
But the flavor really just doesn't come through enough to say, ooh, that's whiskey, because bourbon and whiskey is pretty strong.
I know.
That's the one that really surprises me.
And for us to not get that at all because we love bourbon, then yeah, that's surprising. So, but I still think it's a good brand. I still think it's really, the texture and everything is a really nice quality and
Hopefully
everything.
Hopefully get a little cheaper than $8.
Yeah, I hope so. And if you see this, let us know where you see it. And would it be like, is it cheaper in Minnesota? If you do see it in Minnesota where it's made, maybe you can get it cheaper there. I don't know. It might be more expensive. You can let us know in the comments below. But I'll have a picture for you at the end. And thanks for watching.